it's Jen with Astro Astrology. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the weekly forecast for June 25th through July 1st. We have a lot of Mercury action going on this week, so put your thinking caps on and let's get started. So we're going to start with today. First, we have the 26th. We have Mercury moving into Cancer. Okay, sorry, I got cats everywhere. This is going to be there a little less than a month. Mercury is, after it went retrograde, it is picking up speed. It's going fast. So it's going to speed through there. It's going to be out by July 11th. So what can we expect kind of on a broad scale when we think of Mercury in Cancer? So Mercury is all about, your mentality, learning communication, and then that being in Cancer, that learning and processing information comes a lot from intuition. So you really want to listen to what your gut is telling you. With Cancer being that, nurturing, loving, really all the feels kind of a sign. With Mercury in there, you're really thinking about what's right, what's the right pace of action. You're gonna make decisions on a more emotional level, instead of how you might normally logically feel everything through. You're going to do it more emotionally, and you're going to maybe feel a little more in touch with your emotions. You're going to be maybe a little bit more understanding, a little more compassionate. Maybe you're going to understand other people's ideas a little more than normal. This is again, all these transits that I'm telling you about are on a mundane level, so it's globally. It's what's happening all over. So hopefully, this is a nice placement for the next, a little under a month, so people can be having good conversations. People will be, being able to talk about things a little bit easier. Maybe those hard topics, when you really use your intuition, they'll be a little easier to get through. On the 26th, Mars then, which is in Leo. Unfortunately, I don't have my handy dandy easel today because I did have it on lend to somebody for their wedding. They wanted to use it as for some props, but we'll make do. So we'll just have to use our imaginations. So Mars is in Leo, and it is going to come into a square with Uranus, which is in Taurus. So we still, there's a lot of fixed action going on right there. So when you think about, Mars in a fixed state, Uranus is in a fixed sign, not a lot of budging. You might feel tense. You might be easily irritable. You might fly off the handle easily. Uranus is about like quick changes. So, you could go from one emotion to another. You can get angry. You could snap at people. So what you want to do is you want to use that Mercury in Cancer to kind of like take a breath first before, when you feel yourself getting like, you want to take a little breather, quiet your anger a little bit, and make sure you don't overreact to things. Maybe take a step back. If you're sending out emails, instead of response with an irritated email, maybe take a minute, take 5 minutes, step away from your computer, step away from your phone, any kind of angry text you might be sending. Take a minute, think about it. You might change your mind. Use that intuition to feel if you might be, kind of overreacting. You don't want to overreact. Mercury's quickly moving through Cancer. So on the 27th, we have Mercury moving into a sextile with the North Node. So, this is about, big, kind of like a lot of Jupiterian feel, like things blowing up, things. You want to know everything. Your mental capacity is on high. You want to know everything. You want to learn everything. You're on point. You're trying to get your point across, and you say things exactly how you mean to say them. So this is a short transit, so don't forget, Mercury moves really fast. So you want to use these to your advantage. So look at where it is in your chart. If it's in your house of relationships, in your house and home, work, you want to, okay, how can I use this quest, this, hunger for knowledge and this heightened mental state, how am I going to use this to my advantage? You know, and how can I make things better, more accurate, more, to the point again. So then on the 28th, we have the sun that is also in Cancer, and that's coming into a trine with Saturn. So this is about, Saturn, security. You're going to feel secure in what needs you have. Where is the sun in your chart? Where does Cancer fall in your chart? This is where you're going to be kind of feeling that. It's going to be bringing out positive feelings. You're going to be a little bit more reserved, maybe a little bit more serious than normal, but you're also going to be ready to take on and tackle any issue that comes your way. With confidence, you're going to push forward, because you're going to have that foundation, that Saturn foundation that's going to be giving you that kind of, grounding, determined, mature way of going about things, to go about what you're driven for in life. That's the sun, is your drive. Then on the 30th, we have Mercury still zooming through, closing in on the sun, and it's going to be then trying Saturn itself on the 30th. So this is, again, more, think of the mental focus that's going on, and, with it first going and sextiling the North Node, so you have that quest for knowledge. Now, how are you going to use it? Saturn is going to help you to take what you've learned and to put it to use. Again, these are quick transits, so you want to look at the day, the 30th, and you want to see, okay, so how and what is going on in my life, especially in the house where Mercury's in, or where Saturn's in. Saturn's in Pisces right now, and and it is in retrograde, so kind of use that aspect. Maybe something that you've been working on, this is the time to really focus on it. A short but maybe a difficult project that you kind of been putting on the back burner, now's the time to really break that out and get it done. You want to just fly through it, because Mercury's going to have you being just very acute with your thoughts, and then Saturn is going to have you just have that, that balance, that way of getting through all the steps that you need to do to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So then on the 30th, we have Neptune stationing retrograde. So we're getting quite a bit of planets going retrograde about now. So I'm just looking at my, I have my animated chart here. You can't see it. I haven't figured out how to do that yet in screen share. But someday I will, but since we can't, so I'll just tell you what's going to be going on. So right now we have Saturn in retrograde. Of course, we have Pluto in retrograde. We have Neptune going into retrograde on the 30th. Then again, later on in the month, if you heard from previous episodes of this channel, that Venus is going to be moving into retrograde. So we're going to have a lot of kind of backwards, retro, rethinking, redoing, restructurizing, a lot of, all that kind of stuff going on in the next couple months. So it's going to go retrograde at 27 degrees Pisces. Neptune's happy in Pisces, so nothing too big. It's going to be a lot of self-reflection, ability to see things more clearly. So maybe people that you've been seeing in one way, maybe that you've been trying to maybe even trick yourself into saying, oh, this guy's a good guy. Maybe those rose-colored glasses are going to clear up a little bit. Maybe that kind of haze, you're going to see through it a little bit better. are going to see that, maybe the things that you thought were too good to be true really are. So it's, again, rethinking. This is going on until about December 6th. So about the next 6 months or so, 5 months, we're going to be having this. So, it's not going to go through a whole lot of degrees. So it's pretty much going back to the 24th degree in Pisces. And that would be its when it stations and then goes direct again on the 6th. So if you have anything in around that degree in Pisces, or in any of the even water signs, or in any of the mutable signs especially, you could be feeling this kind of self-reflection and kind of clearing of the haze a little bit, rethinking things. So then on July 1st, we have Mercury coming into conjunction with the sun. So like I said, the sun's been hanging out in Cancer for a while. Mercury's speeding its way through. And so Mercury and the sun. So think about things that you really, the sun is like your quest. What's your drive is in life? What gets you going? What gets you motivated? So if you've been thinking about, doing some writing, doing some speaking, maybe it would be a great day to kind of do some motivative speaking, either online or with a group. Great time to stand up in front of a group, because you're going to feel that, dynamic. On a global scale, I think this is a great time, great day for like political debates. There's been, a lot of, they don't want to have the debates with this one. People don't want to debate this one. Well, this is actually a great time to do that, because everybody is going to have this kind of mental acuteness, this mental drive to express their point of view. And, with Mercury still in Cancer, the other side might understand it a little bit better. So I think this is a fantastic, so I know it might be a little late, but, political parties, great time to debate and really hear each other and understand each other. And it doesn't have to be so split down the middle. We want to come together. We want to make, good changes. And instead of just fighting and have, if you're on this side, then I'm on this side and we can't be friends. Well, we want to come together and we all want to be friends. So great day to do that on July 1st, Saturday. So, even in a not political scale, get out there, talk with people, have a, talk about what you love. Start writing. Maybe, if you've been thinking about, writing a book, or, again, speaking, talking to big groups of people, great day to do it. So then finally on July 1st, we have the sun and Mercury together in their conjunction, and they're becoming a sextile, coming into a sextile with Jupiter. So this is big. So think about the things in these political debates, and this is all big, and your desire for learning expands. Jupiter's about expansion. Expand your horizons. Hear what the other side has to say, and maybe things will start making a little more sense. Use that intuition, use that Neptune that just went and starts going retrograde to really, feel, use that feeling, use that Cancer, use that Neptune and Pisces to kind of just be more accepting of other people and other views. You want to, really listen to people. Also a great time to, if you haven't been reading, to just pick up a book and just dive in. If it's about even a textbook, something that you've been wanting to learn about, great time to do that. Get all the information you can. Jupiter is just, wants to expand your brain, expand your knowledge. Listen to books on tape. Take in all the information you can. If you're, doing podcasts like this type of thing, try different things. I've been recently getting into a little more in the medical astrology. I find that, really fascinating how, every every planet, every sign, every house rules different parts of your body. Just kind of fine tuning, using that as, what I should be working on, mentally, what I should be looking out for. If I have a stellium of planets in, say, Pisces, and, something's crossing Pisces, we have Saturn retrograde in there. Oh, I might have some feet issues, so maybe I want to take it easy, So I find that fascinating. So I'm really going to be diving in and learning all I can about that. So I'm really excited to share with you guys what I learn. So do what excites you, do what moves you, do what drives you to improve, and just improve yourself and improve the world around you. It's a great week to be doing all that. Take in that knowledge, share that knowledge, accept knowledge from other people, accept other people the way they are, feel that Cancer, feel that Sun in Cancer, feel that Neptune going retrograde, and rethink the way that maybe you've thought before, see things a little bit differently, become more accepting, and if we all do this, we'll all improve the world around us and maybe make it a better place and a more tolerant place for everybody. So I hope y'all have a great week. Thanks for joining in with me today, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can, and also hit the little bell so you can get updated when the next videos come out. And of course, if you like this video, please hit the like button and leave any comments that you want. And if you are looking for a reading of what this week might mean for you, what this season might mean for you, or just a natal reading in general, feel free to contact me at astrotastrology@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.